Ah, la la. Well, yeah, it is what it is, right? But hey, guys, before we do anything else, please don't forget it. Give me a thumbs up, click the like button, give me a subscribe. Hey, I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? And also don't forget to share so that other people with like-minded like you and I, we can see these videos and then the family can grow, And also don't forget to drop a nice comment, okay? Drop me a nice comment. Let's see how we go from there. But anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. That's good. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. Yeah. Yeah. First, we're about to look at the market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we'll check out prices in details. And right once we're done with that, we will check on our scalping positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But before that, well, guys, some people are addicted. Okay, I'm not gonna say they're addicted. I just say, like I've said it so many times here, guys. People are stuck in a loop. Okay, they are stuck in a loop. Most people are afraid of making changes, or yet to say this better, most people are afraid of changes. Most people are afraid of that. But the truth is, if you are able to recognize the change, okay, before anybody and their grandmama sees it coming, you, my friend, you make a lot of money. You will become a multi-millionaire, or that generational wealth will be yours. But the issue here is people look at it and people say, yeah, the risk is high. Okay, but also they forget the important thing. The higher the risk, the more the reward, right? That is what it is. But sometimes you can sit here and tell people, hey, this is going on, and nobody listens. Okay, I'm not trying to stroke my own ego here. Okay, that's not the purpose of this channel. This channel is a millionaire journey. We are going from zero to a multi-millionaire status. Okay, but the thing is, I have my own let me say it the way they said it on Reddit, my own weird way of seeing things. And that weird way is what makes me sometimes look at things and I tell you, hey, I don't know about you, but this is how I'm going to do my things. Then it's up to you if you want to copy or not. Okay, I know a lot of you are tired of hearing it, but yeah, just like last year, I told you, bull run wasn't going to last long, right? And I said, look at it this way. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. I gave you so many things I was looking at that were making me convinced that the bull run wasn't going to last. Fast forward, we are now in the bear market, right? We are now in the bear market. And I'm here telling you guys, if you want to really make those legendary positions, like I did mine last year on Bitcoin, okay, which people, again, they were asking me, show me. No, I wasn't going to show it to you because you wasn't here at the start. I hate a situation when people FOMO in just because somebody else is doing better. I really hate it because at the end, you lose money, you start blaming somebody else. Me, in my own normal conscience, I will not be happy with myself if you lose money because you try to copy what I am doing. Okay, I did not like that. Therefore, I kept my Bitcoin trades secret last year. I closed them, made my money, blah, blah, blah. And again, like I said, I was supposed to show you shorting, but yeah, due to that's me. You know what? I'm not going to take a risk I'm not comfortable with. Okay, so with the market playing the radical or whatever they were doing, I didn't short the market, but it is what it is, right? At least not trading at all, that made me not to lose money, and I didn't make money neither. So fast forward now, I'm standing here telling you guys, hey, the bear market is about to be over. Okay, because remember last time I told you guys bear market was going to be extended because you already know sometimes when if things was, let's say the bull market ended in December like normally usually do, we start to see the bottoming or close to the bottoming sometime September, right? Because those months are there. But this time it ended, the bull run ended way earlier. Therefore, those months that are supposed to be added to the bull run, you have to add them to the bear market. You remember I was telling you that the bear market will be longer, right? So now we look at macroeconomy, and you keep telling somebody, pay attention to this, okay? It's like I come out here and I tell you, hey, the sky will be blue tomorrow, right? It might or might not, okay? But it's up to you to really think about it, to think like, hey, can the sky be blue tomorrow? Maybe it's cloudy, maybe it's gonna rain, right? It's gonna rain. Or I might come out here and tell you, hey, the sky will be red tomorrow, okay? Those of you who are engineers, you know there is some kind of gases that can be released to the air, will react with the oxygen, and it will make it red, right? Those of you living close to volcanic areas also know that, hey, the sky might turn red because of volcanic activities, right? There is so many things that can turn the sky red. But the thing is, you have to go out there yourself and make sure, because, hey, don't just believe what I'm telling you, right? So it started, market started going down. We saw some little breathers, and I don't even know how many times I repeated myself, and I kept telling you, guys, the same thing that happens in a bull run. Price goes up, it takes a breather, it forms a triangle, it forms a bull flag, it forms an inverse head and shoulders, it forms some kuti, cooking some kind of cheesecakes, it forms my grandma riding a scooter. Some people use Fibonacci's, whatever thing you want to call it. It usually go up, does that thing, and continues upwards, right? The same thing happens in bear markets. Price comes down, forms everything, somersaults, does some kind of high risk maneuvers, whatever you want to call them. At the end of the day, it continues downwards. Even worse, right now, we do know that Trumpicius is throwing stones at Iran. Most people don't understand why. And I kept telling you here, guys, you can do anything you want to the US. But if you touch the dollar, the Dixie, you got another one coming. The issue here is like the entire world, okay? Everybody had their jobs, okay? After World War II, everybody had their way of balancing everything, right? China had made in China. I remember when I was growing up, toys were made in USA, right? Were made in USA. You have everything manufacturing went to some part of the world, and taking care of security of the world was part of good old United States. Until, like I said before, some people got greedy. Some people got greedy because, like, you know what? Hey, the US dollar cannot be the reserve currency. Now we want that cake too. And they started, right? They started. And before you know it, the whole thing started going out of control. Because if China wouldn't have started that with Russia, with the BRICS and the rest of them to try to dethrone the dollar, nobody would have been thinking about what's going on with the US dollar, right? But because they did that, last year, I even told you guys last year, like, listen, right now, US is not a producing country. We're not. But US is the biggest consumer in the world. Okay? Now, if you start trying to dethrone the dollar, that is going to force the US to go inoffensive. Number one, everything that happens around the world revolves around the US dollar. Right? You remember? Now, we start looking at the oil. Okay? The oil right now is oil is determined how the world evolves. Now, in what currency do you think oil is being traded? What currency? Now, we started first that, okay, let me put it this way. China has everything it needs to dominate the world, but it does not have oil, right? So with the higher population that they have, they need to import a lot of oil. Maybe they are, I don't know, for some reason, if you look at the numbers, China was buying more oil than they use. Okay, for some reason. So according to some people, they think that China is storing that crude oil, was storing it somewhere, so that if they start a war with the US or whatever, there will be sufficient, right? And when you look at it, it kind of makes some sense. Okay, it makes some sense. Therefore, the US, since you know that, you know what, we are not a producing country, Trump issues came out saying, okay, you know what, tariff wars to every motherfucker. Everybody gets tariffs war. If you're a US company operating overseas, you get slapped, smacked left and right until you come back home. If you're an overseas companies importing things into the US, you get smacked left and right. You know, you gotta pay your dues. Okay, then that forced one thing. The first thing was, like most people, they try to play, you know, hard to get with the US. You know what, we're gonna dump your treasuries, right? We're gonna dump them, we're gonna cripple your economy, blah blah blah. What people did not know, that was a strategic move, because there were countries who were holding the US by the nuts using US treasuries. Now you dump those things, US buy them back, and they now control their treasury markets. Then next thing you know, the US came up talking about, you know what, trade in the world happens in US dollars, right? What would be the easiest and the fastest way we can make our debt, the $37 trillion debt, disappear? I mean, like some people said, it's just going to rise to zero. Now, disappear means they are going to make the entire world pay that debt. What's the highest? How can they do it? You know what? USDT, USDC, or whatever stable coins you have is pegged to the US dollar, right? Because you can go over there tomorrow trying to trade whatever with the Chinese yuan, it wouldn't sound right. You have to trade it with the US dollar, right? So they're talking about pegging the US dollars, okay, the treasury bills to stable coins. Now, if you want to use stable coins worldwide, you have to buy those treasury bills. And once you buy those treasury bills, the US dollar goes up higher, and now paying that debt will be as easy as ABC. Because now, if yesterday, let's just say this piece of crap I'm holding was worth $10, okay, this piece of crap, the same thing, we're going to use this as a debt. And today, due to that, the dollar has risen in value so much, this one right here, instead of $10, becomes worth $1. Do you think it wouldn't be easier for me to pay it? Very easy, right? Therefore, the entire world is going to be the one paying that debt, or making it easier for the US to pay it and wipe the balance sheet to zero. I talked about this thing last year, before even the Russians and everybody else started complaining about it. But hey, you can't do nothing about it, right? So you look at it now. When you look at what's going on with Iran, a part of whatever that they are doing over there, which again, I told you, the only reason I'm talking about it here is because of the dollar, right? Apart from them, you know, sending their own people across the bridge because of whatever reason, Iran was the only country that was outside the reach of the United States, the banking system. Therefore, you could trade oil over there without, you know, involving the US dollar. Things like that was going on. Now, I told you, cheap oil from Venezuela, US capped that. Russia is getting their oil capped out because of the war going on with Ukraine. We already know that. And the US has so many embargoes on there that they cannot even move their oil anymore. The only place left, which China was getting cheap oil, was Russia. And now that is a situation in which the US is using one bullet to kill two birds. Okay, now the same bullet keeps out China from getting cheap oil. That's number one. The second thing is that the oil prices go up. Once the oil prices go up, the value of the dollar climbs with it, right? Because now you're gonna have to spend, you're gonna have to use the US dollar, and that's what the government wants. Now, it's not all gravy, it's not all sweet. Okay, because now you have to start considering why I'm telling you that the bear market is not over yet when everybody and their grandmom is busy celebrating. Because when you look at it, okay, higher oil prices, when oil prices go up, inflation climbs. Right? Go look at it. Inflation goes up. Now that inflation goes up, okay, what happens to the economy? Economy does even worse, right? Stock market goes down, crypto market goes down, things start to go out of spiral. And that's why I was telling you guys, do not look at the price of Bitcoin at 71, 72, or whatever it was. It's a fake out. You are going to get fucked over. They are going to hand you the hot potato. Instead, what you are supposed to do is scalp the market. That's the only way. But nobody listen, right? Everybody, yeah, we are going now up, we are now going. And I told you, a war of that magnitude cannot be stopped in one day. Oh, now we're going to escort the ships. No, you cannot. It's not going. You are going to have to bring the entire U.S. Navy in that Strait of Hormuz to do that. And if you do that, you leave the U.S. naked of attack. You leave other places that we are protecting unprotected, right? So you can't do that. And I kept telling you, it's not going to work that way. Okay? So, me personally, I'm looking at the market differently, which I'm telling you, with these oil prices going up, the entire world is going to do one of two things. Either they're going to throw stones at Iraq, at Iran to make that thing stop, or they're going to go over there and talk some sense into them to open up the Strait of Hormuz. And that strait, those talkings are not going to be a one-day thing. It might last 6 to 8 weeks. Therefore, for you to make money, you have to start looking at those things, right? Now, the market, like everybody's saying, oh yeah, we're gonna bottom out in September, November, December this year. Nope, it's not. As soon as that war is over, or apparently they start to get things under control, the market is gonna run. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, so for me, I'm looking at that. Like I said, April, May, that's what I'm looking at. I will start paying more attention to the market. But on the meantime, it is gonna dump. It's gonna dump. You already know, like sometimes people take technical analysis, they take it for granted. The current bear flag that Bitcoin printed, even though it tried to go up, was a fake out. The current bear flag will take Bitcoin to $37,000. But you guys already know me. I don't wait for price confirmation. Okay, I'm looking at the market. Maybe it will just stop at 50. Who knows? Maybe it will stop at 45. Who knows, right? But I'm paying attention to the market. I never wait for price confirmation. Okay, if we start to go down towards that 37, as soon as we get to 40, $42,000, thereabout, I will start looking to entry. And for us to get there is not going to be something that will take the entire 6 months. It's not. You saw that today, right? Now, once the oil prices start to reach 150, 200,000 or $200, whatever, start to get there, assets are going to dump even harder. Okay, it's going to take 4 to 6 weeks. It's going to dump even harder. And again, everybody kept talking about it. Oh, they're going to print money. You see, I tried to tell you, they are not going to print any money. Nobody cares about economy right now. They are going to try to fix the currency, because once they fix the currency, they can now have room to fix economy. That's what's happening. You have to look at it. Like, if inflation is going even higher, why do you think they're going to print money? Because with the higher inflation, if you print, you, my friend, you are going to cause a hyperinflation, right? That's what you're going to cause. So, yeah, you really have to pay attention to those kind of things. But, yeah, everybody and their grandmama, nobody's looking at it, right? Everybody wants to see, oh yeah, then the cycle, then they're going to print money, then this and that, and before you know it, everybody jumping bridges. Yeah. Everybody jumping bridges, right? Common sense. You have to think. Use your brain. It's not going to be, my God. Well, it's up to you, right? You can make money, because right now is the opportunity. Now is not the time for you to start looking for those legendary long positions. I told you, April, May, or maybe towards the end of this month, March, you start looking at the market. But for now, those coins that you believe in, that is the time that you're supposed to start accumulating them. I'm telling you, your money is on utility coins. The crypto market has changed so much, not just the crypto, the entire world. The market has changed so much that now it's no longer a situation where you have to just see that anything you put your money on is going to run. It's not going that way. All right? Things are changing, in which people are beginning to look, not just only people, okay? The next 1 to 3 billion people to use crypto, it's not going to be you and me. It's going to be AI. Utility coins, because AI cannot go to the bank for you. AI cannot go to the market. But AI is going to be looking at utility coins. For example, manage my spreadsheet. What crypto can I use to manage that for you? Pay my rent. Pay my daughters or sons, school fees. What utility coin can I use to pay for those school fees? You understand? That is exactly how it's going to go. Therefore, you, my friend, supposed to start looking for those, okay? Those coins that are really going to be on that niche. Most specifically, banking system, because trust me, everything will revolve around banking, right? Now, we look at that, and like we say here every day, if you look at Crashilandia cannot handle banking system worldwide. We've already seen it. It goes out. The network taps out every time there is high transaction volume. You look at the dying one, Ethereum. The dying one cannot support it. They've been pushing out upgrades, and still they cannot handle it. Okay, they can't. You start looking at everything else. There is nothing in the market that can do this except for King Kaspa. Kaspa, in 24 hours, we've seen 100 and something million transactions. Okay, and this is just 10 blocks per second. When you start to look at it, okay, what would happen when we go to Dag Night, which is 100 blocks per second? That would be billions of transactions that Kaspa will be able to handle. Kaspa will be able to handle this AI rush that is coming. Therefore, you and you have to start looking at Kaspa. Accumulate as much Kaspa as possible. You do not want to wait. Accumulate as much Kaspa as possible. People are sitting there looking at the price. Oh, this is 2 cents, 1 cent. Guys, even if it goes back to 1 cent, I am going to pack this thing like if there was not tomorrow. Okay? But yeah, people look at it that way. Nobody wants to see it because everybody's so used to chasing green candles. How many liquidation there were on Bitcoin? How many? Because yet everybody's expecting, yeah, we were going to $84,000, and I kept telling you, nope, it ain't happening. Be patient. On this channel, we practice. Like I tell you, Patience and consistency. That is the things that you are supposed to practice the most. But nobody wants to pay attention to that. People want to see them green candle right quick. If you ask me, I think the meme coin market is dead. I don't know. Some people are still saying maybe those are not meme coins on Kaspa are going to do good, this and that. Well, I have to see that for me to believe. Now you start thinking about that again. Banking system, utility coins. Look at Quant. Quant, guys, right now I'm packing it. I don't care what the price is. If it goes down, because I'm me looking at Quant, it looks like we might be visiting, we might go to revisit that $30 or even $25. If it does, I'm packing even more. So yeah, you look at that and you start to think, guys, it's not XRP, it's not XLM, it's not none of those things. Okay, maybe at the beginning of it, people might use it, but time is going to come. We know people like things easy. People are going to start discovering like Kaspa is best. Kaspa can do this for you. And they will start flocking in like flies on some shit. They will start flocking in. You do not want to start rushing in when everybody and their grandmama is also doing it. Because by then, instead of you buying Kaspa 2 cents, 1 cent or whatever, you will be buying Kaspa at $1. Okay, these 10,000 Kaspas that could cost you $200 or $300 today will end up costing you $10,000. You understand? Now is the time you have to make that decision. Make it. There is no two ways about it. It's time for it right now. But hey, you know what? You want to sit there and follow everybody? That's you. That's you, man. That's you. Don't be like, you know what, Uncle T today. It's like grandma called me, be like, hey, I haven't seen Tommy exercises too much. I said, man, Uncle T might be taking a break. And grandma goes, what kind of break? I don't need to see him taking a break or anything. I said, really? Well, you have to make Uncle T rest sometime. Like grandma, like, no, you know what? So what grandma did, she went over there and tried to bake the cheesecake for him, right? But instead of using water, she used Monster, the energy drink, right? Just mix it with the cheesecake and everything. I'm like, Granny, you know how that thing's gonna taste nasty? And grandma like, hey, your uncle don't care as long as it's a cheesecake, right? So Uncle T goes, and grandma like, yeah, Tommy. Uncle T like, yeah, ma. He goes, here's your cheesecake. Uncle T was like, what? She gonna let me have some cheesecake? God damn. And grandma like, well, as long as you eat it all. So Uncle T goes in, grab the cheesecake. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this. He ate. It tastes a little bit different, but he ate up. After he was done eating, he said, man, I feel like running. I said, what? He said, yeah, I feel like running. So I completely forgot all about it until I started hearing grandma yelling, go T, go T, go T. I'm like, why are you telling him to go? What is going on? So I go in the backyard. Uncle T is running with a car tire tied to his waist, dragging it around. He had so much energy. He was running like crazy. Hold on, let me show you that quick. Let me show you. I feel like, look at Uncle T go. Uncle T going like, yeah, I have all that energy right now. I feel like running. Like, God damn. Uncle T, what are you up to? So it's like, that Uncle T was like non-stop, making rounds and rounds, going all around. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, man, you know you can give this man a heart attack. And grandma like, nope, he's going to have to, he's going to exercise. But anyways, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, hey, you might see it one way, okay? You might see it one way, but you need to find that drive. Don't follow the crowd. Sometimes when you try to do what 99.9% of the people are doing, you lose a lot of money. It's that simple. There's no two ways about it, okay? But oh well, it's up to you. I'm not your financial advisor, but I'm telling you, bear market is not going to last till November, December like they're telling you. Okay? I don't know. I've repeated it many times. Pay attention. April, May. Hell, start looking at it at the end of March. Start looking at it. But anyway, it's up to you, right? You can do whatever you want to do with your money. But hey, I'm going to sit here and laugh about it. Anyway, now let's go look at the market, okay? Let's see what the market has been doing for the past 24 hours, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. We are back, right? we are back. We are back, aren't we? Anyways, let's go see right quick. First, we start with King Kaspa, KAS, and we do have here. For the past hour, we are laying flat. There is no movement. On the day, we are down 1.9%, 1.2% up on the week, 3.3% down on the month, and 60.3% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $807.40 million, and the 24 hours volume traded at $14.35 million. Okay, now we look at Quant. QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. And we do have here 1.1% down in the last hour. On the day, we are down 2.9%, 1.2% up on the week, 2% down on the month, and 28.5% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $933.97 million, and the 24 hours volume traded at $11.91 million. Okay, now we go look at Cubic. High risk, high reward, right? Let's see Cubic, excuse me. We have here Cubic right here. For the past hour, 0.4% down, 1.5% down on the day, 9.3% up on the week, 1.4% down on the month, and 60.2% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $67.79 million, and a 24 hours volume traded at $1.57 million. Okay, now we go on the next one, which is going to be our good friend Jasmine. Okay, the Japanese Bitcoin. Let's see what's going on in that camp. Jasmine. And we do have laying flat on the last hour, 1.7% down on the day, 0.6% down on the week, 5% down on the month, and 69% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $275.05 million, and a 24 hours volume traded at $13.15 million. Okay, now we go to the next one, last but not the least, which is going to be our good friend Jonathan's pet store, which he calls Bitcoin, and I call the orange guy. What do we have? Laying flat on the last hour, 3.7% down on the day, 4.9% up on the week, 6.4% down on the month, and 24% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.37 trillion, and a 24 hours volume traded at $49 billion. Now you see, okay? Again, do not get confused with this kind of things, okay? I don't see it. Do not get confused, because you are going to get fucked over. And that is a simple way to say this. I don't want to sugarcoat it, okay? Anyways, now let's go look at prices in details. My good friend TradingView. What do we have? See, the entire market going down. I told you, it's not going to get fixed in one day. The entire market is going down, right? Dixie down, Bitcoin down, everything is dumping, because everybody realized, hey, Trump cannot protect this Strait of Hormuz. I think the entire world will have to do something about it, okay? But anyways, now, if you look at the charts, like yesterday, I was telling you guys, this is Kaspa, and I said, hey, we have a sell signal. Do not jump into a long. It's a fake out. I said it, and those of you who paid attention, congratulations. If you did not, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, now it is playing out again. Look at the ribbon. It is going down. Let's zoom it in for a second. Okay, so you can see it. One, what do we have? Okay, sell signal. Okay, and you do have MACD turning white. This thing is going to drop even more. You do have the ribbon falling, not curving yet, not even spraying out yet, falling. Okay, we have now broken below the moving average. That, my friend, is bearish. Okay, now if you want to look at it on the 4-hour, what do you see? Let's see. The same thing, right? If you see, moving average curving downwards. Okay, price has broken below the moving ribbon. Ribbon is still green, but it's about to turn red. Okay, now if you look at the MACD, bearish. Again, that is a bearish situation. You do not want to long yet. Scalp in the market if you want to. Okay, look at it on the daily. Let's see what we got going on the daily. The daily, the same thing. Remember, I was telling you guys yesterday. Look at the moving average. The MACD. It turns green. From green, it turns white. White, it turns red, which tells you bearish scenario, right? Look at the moving average going downwards. Price, the same thing. Therefore, it tells you you have to watch. Pay attention to the market. That's why for me, hey, I'm scalping the market, because anything under 10 cents is nothing but noise. Okay, above that I do have 15 cents, which if we conquer that, we'll be looking at 18 cents, which will lead us to all-time high and then into price discovery. Therefore, right now what I'm doing, I am accumulating the money which I'm going to use for my bull run. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so it is up to you. You do you, I'll do me, and God bless America, right? That's what it is. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at QNT, okay? The banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Let's look at that, okay? Now, see, this is what I was telling you yesterday. Not even 4. I was telling you this yesterday. Said do not trust the pump. That pump was a fake out. And what do we look at right now? See, let me zoom it out for you for a little bit. Let me zoom it in. See, sign number 1, we have a sell signal here. See, sign number 2, we do have ribbon curving downwards. Sign number 3, we broke the important support to the downside. Okay, it hasn't closed yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to close under it. We broke that already. And sign number 4, when I zoom out, you look at where is the moving average. Okay, see, moving average is what's supporting it. Once we break below it, it's going to be a continuation going downwards, right? It's up to you. You can use whatever you want to, but I told you guys yesterday, it doesn't matter what the price is doing, because once Bitcoin dumps, this thing is going to dump. Go check the video, it's right there. Okay, now if you look at it on the 4-hourly, since the 1 hour has started to go, 4 hours gonna do the same. Now, what do you see? See, we have a sell signal right there, right? We have it. Look at MACD, now turned red. It's gonna keep on going. Look at the moving ribbon, has started to curve downwards again. So yeah, it is happening as you are watching it. Now it's up to you if you want to take action. I keep telling you, now our next chance is that quant is going to come back down to this, which is around 61 or $60 thereabout. Okay, if Bitcoin keeps dumping, which I'm expecting it to keep on going, I'm telling you, you can see quant go down to $30 or even 25. So yeah, let's watch and see. If it gets that low, more opportunity for me to accumulate even more. Okay, that is up to you, whatever you want to do. Therefore, for me, when I look at it, anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Okay, we've seen a lot of swing trading there. We've seen a lot of day tradings in those levels, so it's nothing but noise. Above that is 151. Once we cross that, 164, then 176. That's a lot of cluster that we need to cross. Once we do that, 230 will be the target. Then we start looking at the all-time high, $400, and then price discovery. Therefore, things are playing out exactly like I told you they will do. Okay, so Bitcoin, there's no point of looking at Bitcoin because Bitcoin is heavily manipulated. Now, the only thing I can do here is show you gold. Okay, look at gold. If you want to, pay attention. You don't want to, it's up to you. Pay attention to gold. And what's gold doing right now? See, gold, my friends, it is still like I'm telling you, despite all this bad news, gold is not moving. It is running on fumes. You gotta be man. I don't know about you, man. I don't know. You can go ahead and try to buy gold unless you have a long-term vision on it. But if you try to swing trade it, longing gold right now, I don't think it would be a nice thing to do, because this parabola that I'm looking at right now, man, when this thing comes crashing, it's going to be epic. And gold bear market doesn't last for 1 year, usually be 4 or 5 years going down. So yeah, it's up to you. So be careful, my friends. You have to be very careful when you come to this kind of things, okay? Anyways, now let's go right quick, okay? Let's go look at my positions. Like I said, I am scalping the market right now, okay? So let's go see how those positions do it. Am I in Rec City? But before I do that, guys, I do not condone leverage trading at all. So please, I will say it again, do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. Because leverage trading, my friends, is the easiest way you can lose your money. It's the easiest way. Okay, you do the wrong move, you lose it all. But if you still want to learn how to do this, my friends, down below I do have the links: Bydfi, Phemex, Wix, and Margex. Okay, down there, follow those links, meet their deposit requirements, and they will give you free money. You get the free money, take your own money out and put it back to your bank or wherever you took it from. Now you have free money. Take $20 out and practice. Open trade, close trade, trailing stop loss, whatever. Practice. And if you are able to convert $20 into $40, $40 into 60, into 80, into 100, all that stuff, then you are ready. If you still cannot do it, my friend, keep on practicing, because if you don't, you are going to be the mayor, okay? The big man, the big mayor of Rec City. And don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say that, okay? But anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go check out those positions. Let's see, okay? Like I told you guys, I am only trading on Phemex and on Wix exchange, okay? I'm not going all out or nothing like that. I'm just scalping the market, okay? We start first on Phemex. On Phemex, I am only trading King Kaspa, okay? That's the only thing I'm doing there. The overall there is sitting at 491. Okay, I took some profits. Yeah, 491, that's what it is. And if you look at that position, you will see that here it is sitting at $382 in profits. So yeah, let's see, let's ride a little bit longer before we take on more profits and put into our stash account, okay, into our cash account. So yeah, so far it is doing pretty good. Anyways, now we go on to Wix exchange. On Wix, I have multiple positions, and as you guys can see right now, my overall is sitting at $2,200. You see, I told you I'm short in the market. Okay, for those of you who don't believe it, see, right now for my Phemex, I'm shorting. It's a short. I'm short in the market, and it is at 50x as always. I don't go less. That is me. But please don't do this if you don't know what you're doing, okay? Anyways, now if you go on to Wix, you will see the same thing here, okay? I'm short in the market. First of all, I started by some coins like let's see, Trump, the Trump meme coin. I'm shorting it. Like I told you guys, meme coins are gonna get brutally wrecked. But oh well, so I'm shorting Trump right now. I am up $265 on that one. I'm gonna keep on shorting it. Let's see. On Pepe, I'm also shorting Pepe. Pepe, I'm up $630 in profits. The same thing, right? I'm shorting Jasmine. You see that here. I am up $167. Okay, let's keep on going. And I'm also shorting Quant. My Quant short is at $201. Okay, in total profit. And here I'm also shorting Kaspa, which is in total profit. It's $511, as you guys can see. So yeah, that's me. I'm scalping the market, shorting, longing, or doing all that stuff until the time comes to open those legendary long positions that we always open every bull run. Okay, and this time you will be with me. I put my mouth where my money is, right? Now let's go look at my son's Acorns account. Okay, yeah, let's see. With the market being in turmoil, let's see let's see how he's doing, because he was calling me this morning saying like, yeah, he doesn't understand. Well, he's just 9-year-old. He will not understand what wars and all that stuff are happening. So I try to tell him like, hey, it's part of being a trader. You have to practice, like we said, patience and consistency. So just wait and see. Anyways, now let's go look at his Acorn account, and we have that one to be here. Let's see what we got going on here. $958. Well, not that bad. I think he only lost around $10 and he's freaking out. So so like we look at this here, we see right here, we see his portfolio. He's still up 2.01%. So on the stocks, we do have here the VOO, which is S&P 500, sitting at $439. Medium companies, IJH sitting at $51. IJR, which are small companies, we are sitting at $25.45. IXUS, international companies, sitting at $233.14. Okay, so yeah, he's doing pretty good. So on the bonds and ETFs, we do have ISTB, which are short-term US bonds, sitting at $53. And we also have AGG, which are US aggregate bonds, sitting at $155. So yeah, he's doing great. It's fine. But so yeah, it's up to you. If a nine-year-old can do this, grown man like you or grown woman, you can also do it. So it's up to you if you want to invest in stock market. But I'll give you a warning again. Stock market is not something like crypto. A stock market is something you invest into it for the next 10-15 years. And trust me, by the time 10-15 years go by, that account might be worth $2-3 million. So yeah, let's watch and see how things play out. Anyways, guys, again, don't fall for it. It's not time yet. It's not time. Just keep on scalping the market. That's what I'm doing. I'm building up my cash reserves for the upcoming bull run. Okay, Trumpicious is just going to play it again, giving you that opportunity, whether you want it or not, right? Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Don't forget to comment. Drop something nice. If you don't have anything nice to say, drop me an emoji, all right? Also, don't forget to share so that other millionaire like you and I, with that mind attitude, we can see the videos and the family can grow. Hey, don't forget a like. It only takes you a second to click a like, and we're good to go. Until I see you in my next one, my friend, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye-bye.